warm welcome to Wellbeing Vlog number 14, where I'll be continuing to discuss and unpack the best ways to deal with workplace stress. But before we dive into that, I'd just like to acknowledge the current situation that's been felt across the whole of the UK and indeed most parts of the world, namely the coronavirus pandemic. Now, as I'm filming this vlog, the UK is currently in its third week of social distancing and isolation measures. And whilst this certainly presents challenges for everyone, I'm sure you'll join me in sending our deepest and most heartfelt thanks to all frontline workers, including certain engineers, that are continuing to keep essential services running during this most difficult time. Now, my last vlog discussed the nature of stress, why it's sensible to regulate pressure levels, and how to recognise the positive and negative effects associated with different types of work-related pressure and stress. And now that we've covered the basics, it's time to explore management and coping strategies. An effective stress management strategy will regulate work-based pressure, help you stay content, healthy and productive in the workplace. It will increase personal resilience and help you get into and through your working day, challenges, projects and tasks. Now, I suggest your strategy includes three main parts. Part 1 is about raising personal awareness. Part 2 is about identifying good intervention methods. And Part 3 is about periodically reviewing and maintaining the effectiveness of your tailored strategy. Now, when we deepen our understanding of something, we begin to see and experience it differently. And with this in mind, allow me to share information and examples that I hope will help deepen your understanding of personal stress management. Now, before we can take action to counteract any kind of workplace stress, we need to understand our situation in greater detail. Here are 3 steps for doing just that. When it comes to managing pressure and stress, the first thing we need to do is to recognise how stress is affecting our body and our abilities. So start to become aware of the type of sensations you experience as pressure and tension levels rise and fall throughout your day. Ask yourself, are you finding it harder to recall information when there's a tight deadline? Are you feeling agitated with your colleagues? Then write that down. And have you started to notice your hands are sweating or shaking for no apparent reason? Well, then write that down too. Record and collect as much detail as you practically can. Now that you've become better at recognising your own stress indicators and patterns, you can begin to identify common sources of that pressure and stress. Are there particular events, meetings, tasks, or even financial periods that you find exceptionally challenging? Are you worrying what others think of your abilities? Do you have fear associated with cutbacks and job losses? Start recording all these events down too. What I'd also like you to do is to start identifying when you're in your absolute best. When do you find yourself most productive, relaxed, or content in the workplace? When do you metaphorically fire on all cylinders? And what helps you stay focused and comfortable at work? Can you see any patterns emerge, or are you able to discover what your optimal pressure level is? Ask yourself what lowers your stress levels. Start recording all these feelings and findings down too. Now, there are a number of ways to deal with workplace stress, but I've found the following 3 interventions to be most useful. Approach 1. Manage the situation. This is where we avoid unnecessary situations that cause us stress or alter the situation to minimise the excessive pressure we're experiencing. Approach 2. Manage your perspective. Here we examine the thoughts that are causing us to worry. We find added value for tasks at hand or even adapt by developing some internal skill. Approach 3. Manage your symptoms. This is where we accept the situation for what it is and start utilising healthy coping techniques to regulate or release associated physical symptoms. Now, to make these stress interventions a little clearer, I've actually provided working examples in the accompanying blog, so please do give that a read. The 3 intervention approaches I've discussed will reduce your stress levels, and whilst it takes more time and effort, perhaps even more awareness to utilise approach number 2, which is all about shifting perspective, the benefits are significant. In general, however, I've always found it best to take action and manage the situation that causes stress first, and then move on to managing or releasing any physical symptoms that are associated. Of course, I suggest you save yourself time and follow the same pattern. Of course, when it comes to developing a new approach or solution to anything in life, it does make sense to periodically review and check its effectiveness. Now, your stress management strategy is no different. Discovering the type of actions and perceptual shifts, and even the coping techniques that consistently serve you will require repeated effort, particularly if your work circumstances change frequently. So the aim of your periodic review is really to identify and increase what you find helpful and replace any interventions that make little difference. There are 3 main parts to an effective stress management strategy: awareness, intervention, and review. To begin, it's important you learn to recognise how pressure and stress shows up in your body, work abilities, and life. And then you need to become aware of what work-based tasks and circumstances are causing pressure and stress levels to rise or fall. From here, it's all about learning to use the 3 intervention approaches to manage your situation, perception, or symptoms. Lastly, ensure you periodically review your management strategy, particularly during periods of significant change, to ensure you maintain and maximise effectiveness. Now, I hope you found this vlog to be of interest to you, and of course, if you'd like to discuss it, please do contact us at myfoothold.org.